So businesses rely on applications. Traditionally, or in the legacy space, most of those applications were fairly insular, so they used to run in a siloed context, and the way that they used to interact would be through batch file exports and imports, scripts, back-end database connections. As we've moved into more of a, certainly in the cloud model, and since like Web 2.0, we're now looking at how do these things integrate in a more real-time fashion. So my mobile application that transfers my funds through my internet banking to you also now needs to do it in real time. So batch scripting doesn't work. So that we've kind of moved into more of a service-oriented API-based architecture where these applications can interact with one another, perform actions on one another, and transmit data in real time. There are 2 or 3 main ways in which applications do talk to each other. Usually we're looking at microservices and a service-oriented architecture or the use of APIs. So we're talking XML APIs, JSON APIs, to actually transmit data. So we usually have an API publisher. So if we could take back the internet banking example, as a bank, I'm going to publish an API, and then I'm going to produce a mobile application which consumes that API. So that enables me as a third party to interact with that API. So maybe the internet banking example doesn't work here, but imagine if I'm a transport and logistics company, and I'm a shop as well. So I use this transport and logistics company to ship parcels from A to B. So I'm going as a shop, my online shop automatically produces a ticket which is generated by interacting with the Transport and Logistics API. It also registers where the parcel's going to. It tells me the price in real time so that the end user has a seamless experience, but it's actually applications on a wider ecosystem that are interacting with one another. Applications have vulnerabilities. We've kind of talked about that already. What we probably don't realize is that these applications rely on these APIs. APIs are also applications which have the same classes of vulnerabilities. They share the same vulnerabilities and have the same types of issues. The only thing that really differs is how the information is presented. We see an application as what, we think of an application as what we see, so the mobile application or, the data rendered on a web page. But these APIs have the same logic, they have the same data, it's just presented in a different way, which isn't, in most cases, human readable. RedShield treats these vulnerabilities within applications as the same. So it doesn't matter whether it's a web application that you see, like a website, or whether it's an API that's consumed by a mobile application. RedShield can provide level of protection against the basic generic hygiene, simple injection type attacks, right through to the complex logic application issues that you would typically see in your website that actually exist in your API too.